I just want to apologise for the... Oh, hang on. There we go. Nope. You heard echoes all over the place then. Yeah, I just got to apologise for the quality of the stream. I'm sorting it out now. I'm not sure if I'll get the video done. That's better. Got echoes going on everywhere. Right. I apologise for the quality of the stream. I am working on it in the background right now. We've got two different cameras going. Neither of them seem to be working very well. They're both on different internet connections as well. I have a feeling it's the heat because my phone's been playing up all day. In fact, it has been the last couple of days, which makes me think it's the heat. There's a real pain in the butt. So let me see what I can do. And regardless, I will be here to talk to you at 9 o'clock UK time. So we've got half an hour to try and work this issue out. So this was actually brought to my attention by Ants UK in the last stream on Sunday. So thank you to him. That I don't know why, but the quality went from not blurry to blurry for no reason at all. So like I say, I'm working on it. I'll put the music back on and I'll shut up. Again, I do apologise for the quality of these streams. I am going to get a tech guy on it, I think, because I can't solve this issue. But I'll still be here to talk to you and so on, so it's not a massive loss, just we have nothing to watch. Keeps coming in and going and coming in and going, I don't know. I'll see what I can do. Let me know if it does get better on either screen, because then we'll just, I think this one's getting better, but then we'll just watch that one for a bit. I think this one might be slightly better now, but it's still not great, is it? And good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Picnic Table Chat Show. Do you have an echo? I think I've got a bit of an echo going. Give me 5 seconds. I shall see what I can do about that. Hopefully, I don't know. We might have a little bit of an echo. If you've got an echo, give me a message and I'll see if I can correct it. But as I've said, it's just all going wrong at the minute. I think it might be the heat. The stream quality's gone to pot. My internet's hardly working. There's, like on my phone as well. Like it's just been rubbish for days. I think it's the heat. My phone's getting like red hot in my pocket. Right now, I've had to take it out of the cover and everything. I might even have to get a fan on it if we keep going like this. But anyways, let's get on with the stream. Welcome to another episode. This is episode 2 of season 4. Wow, we've done a lot. So tonight you've just got me. I'm really sorry about that. No, I've got loads to talk about, so it's going to be a really great stream. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. We do have obviously lots of people lined up for the future, but tonight you've just got me. So I was just catching up on your comments, and on we go. So I'm just going to start by saying it is incredibly hot at the moment. So hot, I am bright red like a tomato. So as you know, I get out a lot. I work outside and stuff. So hey, 8 legs, thanks for signing in, buddy. Ever caused a death? Oh no! Tell us about what's happened. Have you done a video on it? Oh my god! Tell us what's happened, buddy. That's not good. If you need replacements, give me a message. I'll send you something out. No issue, buddy. We'll get on that. Send me a message straight away. Can't have that. My God. Where was I? Yeah, it's incredibly hot. So hot at the minute. And as you know, I work outside. I'm bright red from sunburn. It's absolutely ridiculous. My knees got it the worst, believe it or not, because I don't know why, but my knees are so painful. It's ridiculous. So, my advice to everyone, make sure you're wearing your sun cream. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water and make sure you're rehydrating your ants regularly because ants are going to get really dehydrated really fast in this hot weather, same as us, you know. We need water, they need water. Make sure you're topping it up regularly. It will be evaporating faster than normal. So just reading that comment. Yeah, that's it. They get too hot. That sucks. Yeah, feel free to give me a message, or you can message Ants England. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be offended if you do that. But if you want something, just give me a message, buddy. I'll sort you out. Definitely. What was I saying? So yeah, make sure that you're rehydrating everything. Obviously, you'll see. I mean, you can see this tank. I watered it earlier. Literally, I've watered it this morning. I've given it another little spray this evening. You can see the plants are still glistening. You can't actually see the plants in there, but even there, like you can see the top of the soil starting to dry out, and it is hot. It is ridiculously hot. So just keep on top of it. You know what I mean? We don't want those colonies drying out or getting too hot. Keep an eye on your thermometers. If it gets above 30 degrees in your house, open some windows, put some fans on. Those colonies are not going to be happy in that kind of temperature. So let's get on with another thing because I don't want to talk about the weather all day. I am British, but you know, guess what I've come home to today? And I'm actually like, I'm having to keep my eyes open for it even now. The Polyrhacus dives are escaping. We found one about 5 foot in the right to the right hand side of it, and I found one on my desk, which, as you know, is right next to the tank. So it's quite a scary situation. Well, not scary situation. It's just a bit of a oh no, they're getting out situation. We regularly have these sorts of occurrences. They do find their way out sometimes. It's not you normally find one. If you find more than one, then you need to look at where they're coming out of because there could be a potential issue. In the past, they have decided to move out, and in the thousands. So I will be having a look straight after this stream as to what is going on in that tank. I mean, they've had a massive expansion again lately. Absolutely. I fed them the other night. I did a little bit of filming of it. I'm deliberately not showing the tank at the moment, if you haven't noticed. I haven't shown it for a good month or so now, probably. And I'm doing that on purpose because they're growing so fast. The nest is expanding. I'm just gonna go bang, there it is. And then you can do a before and after comparison. And yeah, it's just really cool what's going on in there at the minute. And it means I can actually do a episode, like a video on the multi-species tank rather than just showing it on my streams all the time, because I always felt like it was a bit pointless doing a video on the multi-species tank whilst it's always on the streams. But I don't know, you can let me know on that, I suppose. But yeah, so my Polyrhacus dives are out and about, just a few of them. So I am keeping my eyes open as I'm sat here this evening. It's one of those things. They get out. I'm not too worried. Like, if they bite me, I've been bitten by them about 1 billion times. In fact, the only ones I haven't been really hurt by is the Asian bullet ants at the moment. And they've come close, but they haven't got me yet. Sydney Gonzalez, I think I pronounced that right. Do you ever plan on keeping any other inverts? Yes, I really, really, really do. So I've got a mantis, and I did have a scorpion, but sadly he has passed. What else have I got? I've had stick insects. We've got vampire in my multi-species tank. I've got vampire crabs, millipedes of 3 different species, isopods and beetles, and there's lots of stuff going on in the multi-species tank. But yeah, I want to get all sorts. I want a tarantula. I've been looking at quite a few different things. It's all a space issue. I will be moving within the next 6 months. It has been decided now. So that's all a secret for now that I've just told you about. So I will be moving, and that will be when things start happening and we get in a lot more new things. And obviously after the Great Ant Exhibition, because to be honest, I'm just plowing all my efforts into making a great show at the minute. I just can't expand my range at home at the same time, you know what I mean? Bear in mind, I am funding the exhibition on my own, apart from the sponsorship we had from Answer Us. Again, Answer Us is amazing. He is a sponsor of this stream as well as the event. And yeah, I always say, if you can't find what you want with me, go straight to Answer Us, because he's got a great range and he's an amazing guy. You can really feel his passion when you talk to him, you know what I mean? Which to me, that kind of makes an ant shop, an ant keeper, you know what I mean? When you can really feel that passion coming from and tell that they're really into the hobby and love it, you know what I mean? Yeah, so Answer Us, brilliant. But yeah, apart from that, I am funding it all on my own. So obviously it's hard to expand both sides, and obviously I set up my shop at the same time. So it's yeah, there's a lot going on. I'm going back into the comments. Let's see what else we got. I'm thinking, oh, you want to get a tarantula, but scary. Yeah, I'd love to get a tarantula. I keep saying I'm going to do it. I will have it happen. I'm going to move on to jumping spiders soon and hope the wife doesn't kill me. And if I'm still alive after that, I will sneak a tarantula in. Probably again after the exhibition. We're having a bioactive demonstration at the exhibition. So you never know, it might kind of give me inspiration to a new type of tank. Because obviously I do a lot of ant-based tanks. I do some other stuff, but mainly it's like based around how ants will live. So you know, a tarantula setup is different to ants, isn't it? So it will be interesting, and there will be other people there to talk to as well, to gain knowledge from. But Leon Underwood is doing our bioactive demonstration, and he's absolutely top notch with his stuff. If you haven't seen it before, check it out on like Facebook and Instagram. Leon Underwood, his builds are amazing. I really like the way they work. And that was me drinking some of this Relentless, which is absolutely horrible. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. And that's not me being silly. I actually wouldn't. don't drink Relentless. It's awful stuff. At the minute, I'm trying to come up with my own drink, right? But I kind of put like I haven't even started like testing because every idea I think of is rubbish. I just need loads of sugar because I'm like addicted to sugar, like mad, right? It's what drives me. It's what keeps me going. Um, so I need that. I thought I could put loads of honey in some water and maybe just some sugar. I don't know. That'd be rubbish. But I need to think of something that's not relentless, but so full of sugar it'll blow your mind. I don't know. I obviously when I'm in the gym, I use stuff like pre-workout. That completely blows your mind. But if you have that and don't go and train, you ain't gonna sleep that night. It's a completely different kind of hit to relentless. I wouldn't recommend pre-workout either, unless you are in that gym setting and advised by a personal trainer for the first few times, because it's not the sort of thing you want to just do either. It can mess you up. But anyways, back to the questions. Ants on the Rock, are you going to be at Dorset Fest this weekend? I probably won't be, to be honest. I'm so busy at the minute. I can hardly get about doing what I do need to do, if that makes sense. I would love to, if someone wanted to like pick me up and take me there, I could make it, but like bear in mind I don't drive either, so my means of transport are mainly my bike, and public transport. But I don't know. I would love to go, but it's not something I had on the books. It's actually Father's Day this weekend, isn't it? Which means probably I'll get the day to myself, which is like that's what I normally ask for. I do so much the rest of the year, Father's Day and my birthday and stuff. Leave me alone. Nah, not quite. Just just let me chill. No worries. We were there with we we are working there with tarantulas and stuff. Every time you say that, I'm like, I want to go because I'm desperate to get there and hold your tarantulas. You know that it will happen. It will. We're so close, and like to be fair, if I like go on a family visit at some point, there's no reason I couldn't stop off and hold a tarantula. you know, because you're so close to us. It's actually crazy. Yeah, this Sunday, Father's Day. I hope all the fathers out there have a lovely day without too much being moaned at or spending money or I don't know, without having to do much. That's what we all dream of. That's what we all dream of. Now, I did mention it in my last stream last week, but I don't know if everyone was there. So I'm going to talk about it again. This is absolutely blown my mind. And I can never say it right. The Galapagos Islands, right? There's a massive turtle, and they thought it was extinct for over 100 years, and it is not extinct. They found one, and I can't remember what they called it, Frederick or something, but Ferdinand, maybe. They've named the turtle, anyways. And yeah, absolutely awesome. They think there could be a few more. It's in a relatively unexplored area of the islands in an old volcano, I think. So yeah, definitely awesome. I can't wait to see more stuff like that, hopefully. I mean, the Galapagos Islands, we wiped out so much over there, didn't we? We ate a lot of it. So it'd be nice to see if things were coming and flourishing again. Try and come to the Bristol Invert Show in July, perhaps. Yeah, maybe. I did consider the Bristol Invert Show just because it is only a train journey for me, really. But again, it will be. This year's just hectic for me, you know what I mean? It will be if I can spare the time and budget to get up there, and everything else. Which, honestly, without me like glamorizing it, it's probably unlikely, to be honest. Like, I'm just so tight at the minute. Strict. I'm staying up till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning most days, waking up at 5, 6 in the morning and starting all over again. There's a lot to do, which has like come to my attention more lately. There is a lot to do when you're doing it on your own. So I am roping in a few people to help me with next year's event and so on and so forth. I'm already starting to think about that event. Um, it's going to be a good one, hopefully even bigger than this year. I expect so because I just want to get bigger and bigger and bigger. I've had a lot of other offers, random offers, to come to the exhibition as well. So I might consider some of those stalls, but I might just save them for next year. And like I say, next year, make it even twice the size, maybe. I've had quite a few offers lately, to say the least. So what is next on my list? My next list. Right, here is a question. Actually, I was walking home from work today, walking home, which sucks in the sun. So I was thinking, obviously this doesn't really apply for ant keepers, but I've got lots of other invert keepers here. So do you ever play music for your animals? Do they like music? Because obviously cats and dogs, they say you can play music for them and help them calm down and stuff. Yeah. So I don't know. Do you play music for tarantulas or mantis or any of that? Do they like music? Do they not like music? Because ants don't like vibrations or loud sounds. Will it disturb them? I try not to put loud music on around my colonies. But there is, obviously, I live in a loud house, but we do manage to raise ants somehow. Now, my ant room's pretty out of the way and quiet, to be fair. And the kids don't go there. Can we get a full tour of your animal room soon in a video? That's a really good suggestion. I can do that. The animal room has shrunk a little bit lately. I what's the word? Condensed my colonies down. Got rid of. Well, I didn't get rid of a few. I sold a couple of my colonies that I was kind of holding to one side. And a couple have died out over time as well. So I've kind of condensed it all, and I've got lots of free space ready and waiting for future endeavors. But as I said, I'm not going to do that until I move, because it's just so much stress moving an animal, and me having to move stuff. Moving is one of the most stressful things ever. Now, bear in mind the size of some of my tanks already. Yeah, it's going to be a nightmare, an absolute nightmare moving these tanks. And then I've got 4 massive tanks. By the time we move, I could have 6 or 7 massive tanks. So yeah, it's going to be a nightmare. And then I've got all my weight equipment. Bear in mind, I've got a home gym with Atlas stones, a big log, all my weights on my weight tree, loads of bars, a whole bench set up, everything. And that's just my stuff, without thinking about the house. We've got a hell of a lot to move. It's going to be interesting. 8 legs, 4 wheels. We haven't decided on a date yet. It will probably be around August. I was thinking of bringing it forwards a couple of weeks, maybe in line with my birthday, which is 16th of August, which is middle of August. Literally, it's the best day to have a birthday because it's slap bang in the middle of summer. You could get more in the middle of summer if you tried. So I've always liked my birthday on 16th of August. And as you know, the carnival is the 16th of August, where it is relevant. You know what I mean? Without giving it all away. Yeah, it was carnival day in my hometown when I was growing up on my birthday pretty much every year. It was brilliant. And if we weren't at carnival, we were generally on holiday. Okay, August can clash with Carfest. Well, 8 legs, 4 wheels. Let's have a chat. Give me a message later. And we will talk. This is why I've sort of started talking about it now, because I want to get as many people giving me some input before I start arranging anything, so I can get as many awesome vendors and different exhibits and stuff as I can. Because obviously this year I just kind of dropped it on everyone, and everyone was like, "Oh no, we're on holiday already," or a lot of people have had something come up. So I've started laying the seeds now. I'll take your input and then I'll decide on what I'm doing, with a bit of help from other people, which will help share the workload, you know what I mean? Because there is a lot of work which goes into these shows, making it all kind of work and, well, making it a good thing, you know what I mean? Making it worthwhile. There were some people reckon tarantulas react to very bass heavy music. Okay, do they react badly or good or goodly? Is that a word? I don't know. It's going to be a word now. Do tarantulas act goodly or badly to heavy music? That would be interesting. Yeah, 8 legs, 4 wheels. Again, if any help that you can offer, I'll take in any input. Even on this show, I'll take in any input or advice. I'm not a master. I've put on other shows not to do with inverts or reptiles or animals at all. I put on music shows and I put on business events, which have been massive as well. But I've never done a show like this. So, like I say, if you've got input for me, feel free. I have obviously been in contact with quite a few other of the big shows, big ones locally. I think Bugfest have helped out loads. The people I interviewed last week, the Show Me Reptile show, fantastic for helpful advice. You know what I mean? They are masters of the trade. So I've taken quite a lot of advice off of them behind the scenes, as you do. Going back through your comments, I've got loads on my list that I'm going to talk about, but I don't feel I don't need to talk about most of it. We got so much other stuff to talk about. I think we will try a duck race before too long, because why not have a duck race? If it's deep, heavy bass, they can go crazy. I'm friends with Higher Lows Tarantulas and she plays classical music. That's really interesting. See, I didn't ask her about music. It's one question I haven't asked, you know what I mean? That was actually a really interesting interview we had with Higher Lows Tarantulas. I felt I learned a lot from that. Like, it was different. I've interviewed quite a few tarantula keepers now, and I always ask different questions and get really great answers. And even when you ask the same questions, you can get different answers, but to the same point, if you know what I mean. It's really interesting the way it works. I love doing my interviews. And respond to. See, no one knows if it's good or bad. That's interesting. That is interesting. I'd like to think they like a bit of music, but they probably don't. You know, it's a weird one. I'd like to think everyone likes a bit of music. Put on some music for a cow or something. I don't know, but I'd like to think it likes music. I like music. I'm heavily into music, as some of you may know. I played the drums in college and went on very far with my drumming until my illnesses got me, and I had to leave the band that I was in just as it was going on the radio, which sucked. But that's the way of a musician, isn't it? I'm trying to cut back who I sub to because I just get overwhelmed otherwise, and it isn't good for my mental health. Yeah, that's completely fair. That is fair. I'm a bit like that, actually. I've got so many, like, I subscribe to so many people because I like to keep track of it all, that some of them get lost, if you know what I mean, because there's so many I have subscribed to. You don't see all of them. That's what I find anyways. You don't see all of them. I don't know. That's what I find. So going back to my scorpion, which is confirmed dead now. It is a real shame. I'm going to have to get a new scorpion, aren't I? So I don't really know many species of scorpion. Obviously, I know a few, but not many. I need to think of something that I want. But I don't. The best way to do it, if you know what I mean, is I want to get like a catalogue. Is there a catalogue of all the different scorpions, or a poster or something of lots of different scorpions that are available to buy, because then I can see all the different species and like have a look at them and have a comparison on like what environment they need and stuff like that to really make a good decision, because I don't feel I know enough about them to like say I want that one. You know what I mean? I got the Asian forest scorpion because I knew it was easy. I've done a lot of reading on the Asian forest, but I feel I'm ready for the next sort of step in the scorpion chain, but I don't really know how that works. So again, I think I'll be coming to you, Eight Legs. It's what I really did love my scorpion. You know, I didn't see a lot of him. He came to me fully grown. Um, didn't see a lot of him, but I did really love it when I did. Not really that I know of. Best thing would be to Google it and see if the yeah, that's a good idea. Google. See, I'm not. What's that word? I'm not modern enough because in a modern age, everyone's like, yeah, just Google it. Um, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I've got that in my pocket. Just write in a new banner. Uh, I can't spell sometimes. It's awful, isn't it? You might notice that as time goes on. There you go. Sorry about the cam quality. Tech guy coming soon. I can't tell you what's going on. Apart from it might be the heat. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that actually in the heat that the internet's playing up. Saying that, it's starting to cloud over a little bit here, which would be nice because my knees are so painful. A good one might be to go for a horrendous Anisonius desert school. Okay, yeah, that needs sand, will burrow, but also stay out and about. Small water bowl, feed about every 2 weeks, depending on size. Oh, okay. I think I have looked at the desert scorpions before. I will look up that one because I do miss him. Like I get so attached to my pets, but like when you've got one of just one of anything, like my mantis, like I've grown really attached to a mantis. We'll talk about him in a minute. Him or her, more likely a her, I think. I think that's what we decided. I can't remember. At this point, it remains sexless. I don't particularly care about sex. All I care is that it's a happy mantis. But yeah, I get so attached to my pets, as you generally do in this world, you know, and I do miss my scorpion. Nothing more than a room where you keep ants that need heat. Yeah, well, my ant room's generally quite warm, anyways. So yeah, that would be alright. I'll probably look at doing that after the exhibition as well. I say everything will sort of happen after the exhibition. That's the big thing in my life right now. Get that off the ground. The Great Ant Exhibition. Then next year is just going to be called Ant Exhibition, not the Great Ant Exhibition. This is the first one, so it's the Great Ant Exhibition. But it will just be the Ant Exhibition or Ant Exhibition 2023 next year. And the wife has just returned with sugar, right? I'm going to tell you a story in a minute about how both me and my wife failed at going to the shop. Right? She's given me a look. So I'm going to mute it whilst we put the kettle on. I'll allow her to boil the kettle and then I'll start telling the story while she's still here, able to get embarrassed by it. So 2 seconds. And we are back. So I just got abuse and a nasty word, and then she walked out of the room. But that's fine, because that means I can tell you the story. Ha ha! Let's get rid of that banner. Oh, bless her. She's awesome. Yeah, see you later, 8 Legs. Give me a message, buddy. We've got loads to talk about. So what was I saying? Yeah, so both me and my wife, my wife's been to a shop twice now. I've been to a shop once. So she went to a shop. I can't remember, forgot milk or something. Then I got back and she didn't have tea bags. And then we just, yeah, that's it. And then she had no sugar. And, it's just been a night. All we want's a cup of tea. All we want's a cup of tea. And we've had to go back there 3 times to have one. It's just ridiculous. Obviously, the heat's having an effect on our brain. That's what I'm just going to blame everything on the heat. Have you noticed that? If anything goes wrong, it's because it's too hot. Russia invading, it's too hot. I don't know. Anything, blame it on the heat. So let's have a little talk about my scorpion. Not scorpion, sorry, mantis. Because we talked about the scorpion. My mantis is awesome. I need to work out how often do they molt? Because I was kind of expecting it would molt, but for too long, I don't know. How often do they molt? Every few months, isn't it? I'm not sure. We'll keep waiting. We're not too bothered. But he's happy. It's happy. She's happy. Whatever. Eating flies. In fact, I chucked in a load of fruit flies the other day. I had been doing the pot feeding method, where you put them into a separate container, which is smaller, and it's a bit easier for them to catch their prey. But I thought I'd just chuck in a load to the large enclosure, and actually it came down and caught 3 in a row, and yeah, it was just smashing through them. And it quite oddly as well, it spends not a lot of time, but quite routinely, I'll see it walking around the bottom of the enclosure, around the different mosses. I'm guessing it's blending in with the mosses, hunting flies. But normally, you see them on branches or hanging and stuff. It's not something you normally see on the floor, I don't think. Not in documentaries, anyways. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's definitely happy and eating and drinking. I quite like spraying it with water. Not I don't spray it directly. I spray the enclosure, and obviously you got to keep the humidity high, and it's got live plants in there to keep the humidity high and so on. But it's so cool because it will come down to a drip of the water and rub its hands in it and then take a drink. It's really cool to watch. I enjoy having a mantis. As I said before, I get really attached to all of my pets and really enjoy them, which I think is key to owning pets. If you don't enjoy your pet, you might not be the best person to have it. I'm not saying you're a bad keeper, but someone with passion and love for the pet, should always fall in love with the pets, like part of the family, aren't they? But so that doesn't always count for ants. But anyways, let's get on for duck race. I mean, we always get attached to the whole colony. I know some people which get very attached to every individual worker. Now, I've gone through quite a few years of ant keeping, and I've lost numerous workers over the time. So, you just kind of get used to it. Who have we still got in the chat? Do we want to have a duck race or not? Because I think we've only got 2 or 3 people watching at this point in time, which is absolutely fine. Anyone watching in the future, you're missing out on a duck race right now. And we are getting lots of people watching after these streams. I'm thinking because it's international, people all over the place are watching these. I don't know. But yeah, really cool. And that's it. Cool. Katrina's on it. Right, I'm doing that in a second then. So I'm going to tell you about the podcasts. Obviously, all these episodes get uploaded as a podcast. Hello, podcast listeners. Hello. So yeah, all of these get uploaded as a podcast eventually. Season 2 is now completely uploaded. It took a little bit of time, we could say. But season 2 is completely uploaded, apart from 2 episodes, right? One I think we were missing because I was ill that day and I just put on the music and I chatted through the chat thing. Faffing will dance while she's listening. Yeah, good stuff, Katrina. That's what we like to hear. And then the other one, what was I talking about? Oh dear. It's gone from my brain completely. Oh yeah, podcasts, yeah. And then yeah, season 2 is completely done. It took ages, as you know. Season 3 will be going up there very soon because obviously we're in season 4 now. Let's get season 3 up there, uploaded, so our podcast listeners can listen. You can now find it on Apple Podcasts as well. That's a new addition because we were just on Anchor and Spotify. We're now on Apple Podcasts, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's what I was saying. We had 2 episodes which weren't there. One of them just wouldn't download for me, would not allow me, no matter how hard I tried. So I will probably put in some kind of filler as like an apology for not having an episode there, just because I know people are going to find those episodes and go, well, not find those episodes and go nuts because it's not there, and you'll be searching for hours. So I'll just put like a little filler in there. In fact, I might, because I've got a few bonus episodes, believe it or not. I've got interviews which I've previously done, kept the audio from, because it hasn't been broadcast live, people that couldn't come on live. So I've audio recorded interviews. I've also dictated it. Dictate, is that the right word? I've done written interviews and I've read them out and stuff like that. So I can always chuck one of them in, and it's like a bonus episode. And YouTubers and Twitch fans and Facebookers would have to go onto Spotify to find it, like a bonus episode. Wow, exclusive Spotify, Apple, whatever, podcast, Anchor. Exclusive. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, Katrina, by the looks of it, you're the only one wanting to participate in the duck race at the minute, but I'll go against you. So we're going to have 4 ducks because there's 3 people in the chat and I'm going to join in too. We're going to have a 2-minute duck race. Oh, that's a good duck. I'm going to be number 1. I don't know if you put a number from 1 to 4 in, Katrina. And anyone who's here, put a number from 1 to 4. I'm saying I'm number 1 because I am jumping on I've got a Roman duck. Hang on. Here we go. Roman duck. He's gonna smash it. Number 3, plain duck. That's always a good choice, Katrina. Karen is number 2. Is green heart duck, and number 4 duck is still free. If anyone wants to jump on for number 4, it's all good fun. Right. Are we ready? Are we steady? Let's get these ducks underway. Now, it always tends to lag. I don't know why. Let's see what it does this time. Oh, go on number 1. Go on number 1. Yes, smashing it early on, you know. Now, the thing about ducks, right, is they love bread, but you shouldn't always give them bread. They eat all sorts of stuff, but I hear bread's not always good for ducks. Did you hear? Anyone else hear that? I don't know if that's true or not, but apparently it's not that good for them. Maybe it clogs them up. It is bread. If they're eating like tons and tons or are they getting fat off it? It's a lot of carbs. If you're eating tons and tons of bread all day, I don't know. Are they getting enough protein? Are they eating protein stuff? Do they need protein? I don't know. Added another plant, watered well, fed and honey. Saw 2 late, no more movement. You meant to give them grapes and seeds. What? Give a duck a grape? Like, I'll try that, I suppose. That's really weird. Could you imagine doing it though, and it chokes on the grape because it swallowed it whole? Right? You're supposed to cut up grapes for kids these days. If you're sending grapes to school, they want them cut up, or at least mine do. It's like, what? Like, I haven't even got teeth and I can eat grapes without choking. Come on. But whatever. It makes everyone happy. Happy, happy. Seeds I can understand. Obviously, like bird seeds and stuff. Like 5 seconds. Here we go. Come on. Oh, what? Plain duck. Well done. Yeah, next time I go to the park, I'll send you a picture of. Oh, there's actually a warning sign. That's cool. I'm gonna leave both cameras going for a minute and see. I don't know what the quality's like. It's probably rubbish, isn't it? Should I chuck in another wax worm anyways? They do need feeding properly. I kind of space it out throughout the night when I'm doing the feeds like this. Let's chuck a couple more then. There we go. 1 and 2. Well, like I say, that's really interesting that they've got warning signs. I don't think I've seen a warning sign. We've got a big swanery and it's full of swans and ducks and stuff, and ducks about. And I've never seen a warning sign. But to be fair, I don't look very hard. I'm kind of flying past on my bike or on my trike. I don't know. I should probably have a look more often. But to be fair, I think I've told this story before. Those swans down the Swanery in Weymouth can be vicious, especially in winter when there's no tourists feeding them. They will chase you for miles, and they will hunt you down. You know what I mean? They're proper not happy. Yeah, there's a big park by me, and where there's a pond with some ducks and swans. Hoping the Scavenolies are doing well then. Yeah. Big, yeah. See, like I say, I just don't know how friendly the ones near me are. I think because they got like seagulls to contend with around me as well. Seagulls are a nightmare. They'll fight with them and eat the babies and stuff. Yeah, seagulls are a nightmare. So I'm guessing that might be a little bit as to why they're a bit more vicious around me as well. I say vicious. They're not vicious, but they can be aggressive if they don't like the looks of you. Maybe, I don't know, don't wear a feather coat or something near a swan. Because they'll see that and they'll have you. Oh, so I mentioned earlier I didn't want to talk about the weather, but it's come up again. There's been no big nuptial flight yet, not near me, anyways. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that. There's been a little bit of activity in some places, and Formica have flown, I believe, but no like Lasius and big nuptial flight that you expect to see like every year. Oh, it will happen. I'm sure it will happen. But just it's so weird. I don't know. I thought it would have happened by now because we have had really humid days. We've had rains on hot days and all the right kind of signs, but nothing around me has started moving yet. I do keep a close eye on the floor, as you can imagine. You were bitten by a swan. I was only being nice, giving it bread, and when I was a kid, and it just went out. Yeah, that's it. And they're really strong and powerful. They can break your arm with their neck, from what I hear. I don't know. I'd have a swan. If the swan tried it, I reckon I could outbox a swan. Hopefully. Haven't seen anything. My doorstep colony keep expanding and recovering the entrance hole in anticipation. Yeah, see, it's weird. Like I said, last year it was in May, early May, and it was huge. So I don't know. I haven't even seen like practice. Like they haven't even been around the nest entrances with me. Nothing at all. But this island is literally a furnace at the minute. It is so hot. Like all the water's heated up. So I'm guessing there's nowhere for the heat to go. Yeah, I can't wait for it. It'll probably be like as I'm away on holiday. I'm actually away on holiday in the middle of August for my birthday. Um, it's the first holiday I've had since I was 12, maybe. Quite a long time ago. A very, very long time ago. So yeah, that's gonna be good fun. But don't worry, I'll still be doing my chat show from on holiday. I shall just go and sit somewhere and do my chat show. It'll be great fun. You can come along with me and I shall give you a tour of the park or something. I don't know. It'll be great fun. But yeah, we're going on holiday in the middle of summer. It's going to be beautiful. And then we come back, and then a week or so later, it's the exhibition. It's just non-stop. Which isn't a bad thing, is it? We like busyness. Busyness. Do you know why I like to be busy? Right. So I have a saying, right? If you can spend an hour a day, thank you very much. I'm going to the Butlins in Minehead. So what was I saying? Yeah, I have a saying, right? If you can spend an hour a day trying to improve something in your life, whether it be the gym, reading a book, or starting a business, learning something, anything, right? Even if it comes down to sorting out your bills, spend an hour a day trying to improve something in your life. Then after a year, 365 hours, how much can you achieve? Right? So I like to take that up to 7, 8 hours a day, as much time as I can spend every day, trying to plow in a little bit further, get more done, improve the situation around me. And then when you put those hours together over the space of a year, if you've worked hard, you know, think what you can achieve. If you put 2 hours in a day, that's 700 hours almost in a year or over. Imagine what you can do in 700 hours. You know, that's how I kind of live my life. So I like to be busy. We have. I can't remember where we are. We're in. I think we're in like a thing. We've got 2 rooms put together or something. I don't know. I the missus has sorted it. We're in a big block of like like rooms rather than like a caravan or anything like that. Because our daughter, obviously she's disabled, we needed to have that extra security of being able to lock everything and keep her secure. Because she does like to escape. We've had to hide the keys because she will let herself out and just go. And it is one of my biggest fears is that she will just disappear. So we've got lots of bands and stuff, and we've got extra security in place for us to take her on holiday. If I did that by this time next year, I would have exactly, Karen. That's it. Yeah. Katrina, I'll give you a message later and actually let you know some details. I don't know. Karen, yeah, that's it. Like, if you just an hour a day, 2 hours a day. I mean, we're all super busy. Everyone's super busy, and there's just not enough hours in the day. But if you really want to do something, you know what I mean. You find the time, don't you? And yeah, I that's how I live. So that's how I manage to do like 3, 4 hours in the gym some days, and then yeah, and then work, and then this and that. It's just I got that passion for it. That's good. My son got out once. Yeah, exactly. You know what it's like. It's horrible. We've had Evie got out once, and it was dark, and I ran round miles looking for her. We had the police out and everything. Turns out she was in the neighbour's back garden, like not next door, literally just round the corner, sort of thing, messing with her swing in the dark. But obviously, she doesn't talk. So she can't tell them who she is, where she's come from, or announce herself in any way. Even if I run straight past her screaming her name, she can't like announce the fact that she's there. That's the scary thing. It's one of those things as a parent you dread. Are they aware of any requirements? I think we've been in contact with them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have. If not, it's probably on my list of jobs to do, like halfway down one of the A4 sheets that I've now covered with jobs. So I've got some other stuff written down, but I can't make sense of what I was thinking. It's not quite after my watershed yet, so I'm not going to swear. But there's a bad word / nice, and I can't remember what that meant. It's one of those things. My memory's awful when I get tired. You know what? Like, took himself to the park, nearly got ran over and went in just a nappy. Person stopped his van and wife kept an eye on him. Wow, that's scary. Non-verbal too, exactly. It's the worst nightmare of a parent to a non-verbal child is not knowing where they are. Oh, so she went on a boat with her school the other day and it was amazing. I knew it would be amazing. It's like they call it the Freedom Boat, Freedom Boat on Weymouth Harbour. If you've got good evening, Steve. Thanks for signing in, buddy. If you are a carer to someone who's disabled, look into this boat. They cater for disabled and whatever. They cater for that type of person. They cater for everyone, really. But it's an amazing boat. It does amazing work with some children and older people as well. So yeah, like she went on the boat with the school. They asked, "Do you want to send her a chair?" I said, "Definitely keep her in a chair, otherwise she'll probably be getting out." Apparently, she tried to get out and into the water several times. So it was a good thing we sent her chair. We know our kids, you know what I mean. We know what they're like. But yeah, she absolutely loved being on a boat. Uh, Tom. Oh, what have I done? Um, yeah, she loved being on the boat. I was so excited to see her come back from it. Like, yeah, it's good. It's going well. Bless her. Spectacular little miss that she is. So who's been buying new ants lately? Tell me about the new ants that you've got lately, if you've got some. I know Ted, that's not here, our moderator. I'm going to tell it for him. He's got some leaf cutters. Awesome. Very, very cool. So we'll watch them develop, see how it goes. Oh, the messes have moved. I've not got them in a good display nest for it's fine. It's fine. We'll make it awesome. We'll make it awesome. Don't worry. We get some like nice backdrop or something. Guess yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be great to have them there as well. I'm gonna see if I can find like a few more people wanting to bring like their colonies if they do, just because why not? But yeah, tell me about your new ants. You have 1,000+ Tetramorium semilav. Come on, I can't do this. Latin words. You have a Tetramorium colony that yeah, Tetramorium in over 1,000. Yeah, that's gonna be good fun. I can see that going quite large, quite fast. But that's a good thing. We like that. We like that a lot. You'll have to send me some pictures sometime. Oh, it's good to have a cup of coffee. Needed that for a long time. I say that. I had a cup of coffee just as I was starting the stream. Pronounced semi-leave. Okay, semi-leave. Yeah, I really bad with Latin. Believe it or not, like when I was in primary school, Tom is gonna get me some. Oh yes, I am definitely. As soon as my post office is shut down. I went there today. They're shut. They're gone. Done. They might come back, but they're shut until further notice. Like what? Oh, okay, that's helpful. So I'm going to go to the mainland now for posting anything because off this island has just been ridiculous lately. Yeah, it hasn't been great. But yeah, so believe it or not, in my primary school, they actually taught me Latin, and I got quite good at it. But that was many, many years ago. I'm like, how old am I now? I'm nearly 31. And what age are you in primary school? Young. So I don't know. Long time ago. Did they package with them? Hang on. Where are you? Anyways, Tom. Like, right. So I've got. Right. So the reason I'm not on the screen right now is one, I'm saving you my ugly mug. Whilst I haven't got an interview going on, yeah, I'll save you the issues of my face. Ha ha ha. Number two, it's really, really hot. So I'm actually sat here topless in my shorts without my hat on. It would just be crazy. You know, it would just be crazy. You slept since, yeah, you slept since then. Hang on, what am I confused? I'm confused now. Yeah, you slept since then. Did they? Yes, they did take the. Oh no, they didn't take the package with them. No, that should be all fine. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, we won't get into that on stream. But yeah, the post office is gone by the looks of it. I know they were looking to shut and sell up, sort of thing, sell to someone else, but yeah, not great. Bless them. They are very. They've been doing it a long time. Let's just say that. Excuse me, the local post office on Portland. Good fun. Banging that. I need to eat. I'm gonna have pie and mash and stuff, I think, tonight. Because we've got these awesome pies and we've got lots of potatoes. So pie and mash. Why not? Nice and easy, basically. And gets the calories in, which I need to start doing a bit more of at the moment. I'm trying to put on some more weight, a bit of a bulking session. Because I have lost a lot of weight. That illness made me lose about 4 to 6 kilograms, which is okay if you're trying to lose weight. But if you're like me and you don't want to lose weight, then it sucks. Excuse me with my bad cough. It will get better one day, hopefully. But if not, oh well. Threw them into the vat with some steak. Yeah, okay, I could do with a steak. Steak is pretty awesome. I could eat steak right now. Num num num. I am actually getting pretty hungry. I'm just looking at my list of things to talk about. I'm actually crossing a few of them off because they're just too controversial to talk about. And I don't get into controversial subjects much on my stream. I will say though, that other website that I think I mentioned it in the last stream, that other website that was like copying me and claiming that I was copying them and stuff like that, it's gone. It's been closed. So that's good. It's helpful. Get rid of that bit of rubbish. I say it was just silly, wasn't it? Like clearly ridiculous. But it was just offensive, to be honest. But if I ever find out who did it, I might not be the nice ant guy that they expect. So you said, oh, right, learned Latin in primary school. Like, I have slept since then. Yes, I have slept since then. Just once or twice and only for a couple of hours, as you know. But yeah, the memory sort of resets a few times. But I did do really well with stuff like that. Primary school, right? Primary school was a different age for me. I did primary school, and then I got in lots of trouble. And that's basically all I remember of my school career. I remember I did a bit of year 7, a little bit of year 9, and I finished my GCSEs in like a separate place. Didn't go back to school. It's a good life living in care. No, but when you're in care, right, it's not actually that bad. You get different opportunities and you get a lot of opportunities, I will say. It all depends on how you react. Like, I made the most of being in care and having these opportunities. A lot of people don't make the most of it and don't benefit in the same way. Whereas I took the opportunities that were given to me. I got loads of MVQs and all sorts of qualifications and stuff just from joining in with what they wanted to get me involved with. But I didn't necessarily have to go to school because I was doing so much other educational stuff which was benefiting me. Whereas school wasn't quite the right environment for me. You know, ADHD, Asperger's, dyslexia, dyspraxia, everything going on. You know, so yeah, school was rubbish for me. So yeah, doing all these other things, like I did motorbike mechanics, I did cooking, I've done so many other things that they didn't force me to go back to school, which was amazing. And I think, to be honest, I think they need to look at that for more children because school's not always the best environment, especially the school that teaches you Latin. We've gone well off subject from ants. Tom, do you know if the elates will remain as extra queens for the colony? I don't know how it works with them. What what species we talking about? Remind me. The Scarbonotus. Yes, they can stay. I'm like 90% sure. You might prove me wrong now, but I'm about 90% sure they can stay as extra queens, like create new queens. I might be wrong there, but 90% sure on that. Sorry about my bad cough again. God, it's a nightmare. That sounds amazing. I wish I had that opportunity to. Yeah, that's what I mean, Karen. It's like, although it sucks to be in care, and it's not something that I would say is recommendable. Yeah, it sucks, but the opportunities you get, if you make the most of it, you can take quite far. You know, I got into college without going to school, and that was just because I had lots of people behind me saying, yeah, he's done this, he's done that, he's spent the last 3 years learning music, you know, so on and so forth. And I didn't have to go to school. Still came out with qualifications, got into college, got more qualifications, got good job, you know, and I haven't done well, but I've done all right, you know, a lot better than I think they expect a lot of people to come out of the care system and carry on like. But it's one of those things. Like, not every kid in care gets the opportunity, and not every kid in care can make the most of it because of their own situation. I was very lucky with my situation. I've always been quite content with my situations, um, and yeah, I got on with what I needed to do. I was very lucky, like I say, very lucky with the things I was offered to do, my survival trainings and things like that. Like, you just don't get those opportunities in the real world. I wasn't living in the real world, I was in care. So I'm just going through my list of things to talk about. It's one of them, right? So I sit down before every show for about 2 to 3 days. And then at 6 p.m., the night of the show, I consolidate all my notes and write out my questions and so on and so forth. Make it nice and streamlined so I've got it all in front of me. Then it comes to the night, and it's all neatly laid out in front of me, all my questions in nice orders, neatly numbered. I go completely off the rails. I go to number 4, number 8, all over the place, come back, go off track. and then I've just looked at it and I've got lots of squiggles, like where I've just gone, right, done that one, don't do that one. It's like, what am I doing? Why am I not talking about the bullet ants? Ants keep flying about. Yeah, that's the males. They do keep flying. They've been flying near me, and I just put them back in a tank. I'm not too worried. They only have a short lifespan, being male. I'll let them live out their life and whatever. I'm not too worried. It's not like, yeah, but it does mean quite likely that I need to introduce a new male Asian bullet ant to my colony to produce a new gamma gate, because they've probably got no gamma gate at the moment, which would mean the end of the colony before too long, which would suck. But we're still feeding them and they're still taking loads, but they're probably just producing males. So yeah, I need to get myself a different colony male, different bloodline male, and hopefully they'd accept them. Just put like 10 in for a couple of weeks and see what happens. But to be honest, it's such a normal thing now for me to have them like flying around. I'm not that bothered. Like, not once have they landed on me. They kind of land near me, but not really. I just get my little forceps tweezery insect picker uppy things and pop them back in the tank. I have noticed the bullet ants will kill them occasionally as well, which is quite interesting. I think it's just like, hey, stop eating all my food. Num 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 num. And that's the end of that ant. I think I'm gonna do a full episode, like not chat show episode, a full video on the bullet ants very soon, because they are super interesting, and I can only show you certain bits of what is going on these streams. And well, with the quality of it these days, you can hardly see anything anyways. So I'm definitely going to do a proper video of it soon. The plants are actually the biggest issue at the minute because they're so beautiful. I don't want to cut them back, but one of them's reaching right out of the tank. But again, the bullet ants are rubbish at climbing, so I don't worry too much. They're beautiful ants and they will hurt if they sting, but I've grown quite accustomed to them and I know their abilities now, so I'm not too worried. No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. The more concerning thing is the Polyrhacus dives next to me, because when they leave en masse. And yeah, we don't want a few thousand Polyrhacus dive running about potentially when I'm not here tomorrow. So, I am going to be ending the stream in a minute because I have gone through pretty much everything that I was going to talk about. As always, you know where I am for the rest of the evening. If you want to get hold of me, send me a message on any of my platforms. I'm going to be there until stupid o'clock tonight. You know how it works. And I love talking to you all and answering your questions. So anything at all, send me a message. What else do I need to say? I don't know. Something popped into my head and was like, don't forget to say this, and it's gone already. It was something. Well, probably not important though. Don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyways, I love talking to you all. Give me a message if you want to have a chat. And if I've told you in the stream to give me a message and remind me what it was about because I've already forgotten. I will go back into it and have a little look through the chat and see if I can remind myself of certain conversations. But you know what it's like when you're, oh, good evening, Ted, buddy. I was just rounding it up because I've started running out of things to talk about. But I blew the surprise, I'm afraid. I told everyone about your new ants. But you're more than welcome to have a quick talk about them if you want. Whilst I cough up a lung. That was fun. I wouldn't recommend it, but it was fun. But yeah, I was just starting to round up the stream, buddy, I'm afraid. What was I saying? My memory has gone kaput. And that's why, because it's been a long old day. Yeah, well, we were talking about new ants, who's got new ants, and I'm so excited for you because I can't wait to watch you grow them. You know, yeah, I'm gonna get like almost daily updates, I expect. I'm looking forward to it. Brilliant. So yeah, super excited about that. Yeah, like so my brain keeps going, don't forget to say, and that's it. That's as far as it's getting because it's not telling me what I'm forgetting to say. No, it's completely gone. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, you know where I'm going to be. I am on all my social media. If you want me, get hold of me. If you want to talk about anything, get hold of me. If you want to ask anything about the exhibition, get hold of me. We've got loads of stuff getting like fully confirmed and lined up now. So just give me a message and I can give you a little update because I haven't updated it on the website again. I'm not going to keep doing little updates on the website, if you know what I mean, because it's just constant at the minute. It's moving too fast. It's all happening. It's all on a go. It's brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. Send me messages. Everyone send me messages. Hey, ants and pets. This is typical. I was literally just signing off saying it's the end of the stream. I've ran out of things to talk about, I'm afraid. But it has been actually good fun tonight. It's been a great stream. I've chatted my little head off as normal. So you're more than welcome to have a little listen back through the stream, have a little laugh at my stupidity and forgetfulness because my brain is absolutely confuzzled today. It's been so hot. I am sunburnt to a crisp and I just keep forgetting stuff. Oh, Tom, you can't go yet. We have people coming in. I know. The problem is I don't know what I'm going to talk about now because I've run out of all my interesting things, and I'm not that interesting without lots of preparation. Who needs questions? We have duck races. That is very true. No, ants and pets, don't be sorry. It's normally we go on a lot later, you know. It's my fault because I've ran out of things to talk about. We will do a duck race for everyone that's coming right now. Setting that up right now. But yeah, it's my fault. Like I say, I write down all these things that I'm going to talk about in the stream, and sometimes they can last for hours. Sometimes I get so excited that I just rush through it all, and like I don't shut up in time. The problem is I just like chatting. I'm not interesting. Tell us about the prison visit. I'll tell you about the prison visit in a minute. All right. Dream species. Who had room for a massive colony? Right. I'll go. Right, hold on. Right, duck race first. Then I'll go back into the chat. We're not ending the stream yet. Don't worry. When I do, you will know about it. So I'm going to put 7 ducks in for a 2-minute duck race. We got 5 people in the chat, but just in case another comes in, and I might choose a duck as well. So get yourself a duck. Call out a number 1 to 7. Doesn't matter what number it is. I really don't mind, but I can pretty much guess who's going to have what number. Right. So let's have a little look at the chat. Dream species. If I had room for a massive colony, what would if I had the room? I'd have army ants, and I've already considered how it would be done, but you'd need a huge space. But that's what I would have. I'll tell you about the prison visit in a minute. I'm going to put that in like a little star thing so I don't forget. It's good to chat your head off. Yeah, fair enough. I do chat a lot though, don't I? When I get going, I don't shut up. When I read that, I thought it said cut my hair off. Now, I've been considering having a haircut, but as you all know, I am going bald. I'm not going bald. I'm thinning on top a little bit. But I've also been told I'm not thinning on top. It's just my imagination. So I don't know. But I don't want to get a haircut in case it doesn't grow back. But it's getting really hot. So what do? Do I get... I suppose I'll have to get a trim, but I never get a trim because we just shave it all off and start again. I don't know. Maybe I should grow it and then we'll shave it all off and see. I don't know. I don't know. Right, so you've all got your numbers. I'm going to go number 1. What ducks have we got? We got face mask duck. I'm having a face mask duck. Looks like it's getting pampered. Scuba diver duck. I think they do need to breathe oxygen. Like they got to come up for air, so that makes complete sense. A pirate duck or rubber duck? What's a purple duck? Yeah. Your Statue of Liberty duck. Now that is a duck you don't see very often. Doesn't come out very often. I think it's stuck on its plinth. I don't know. You got Donald Trump duck. I don't know. He might be impeached whilst he's on the river. And you got Christmas duck. Why not? Let's get this race underway. Right. Let's read these. If you could have any experience with a creature, no matter how obscure, what? Yeah. Okay. I saw your comment below first, and then yeah. So any experience with a pet? I don't know. I would like to ride a dragon. Yeah. No, I don't know. To be honest, I'm quite happy with anything like that. I don't know. I've never really thought about it. I'm not too bothered about swimming with dolphins or riding an elephant or anything like that. I'm just not. I'm quite happy just experiencing it, if you know what I mean. Good question, though. Am I Santa? Katrina, let's have a look. What number did you go for, Katrina? 7. Yes, you are Santa. Yes. Brave to shave or cancer, I would definitely donate to you. Yeah, see, I did think about doing something like that if I grow it long enough, but it's like whether it's like, you know, whether it would be long enough, whether it would be a thing to do it. Let's hear about the prison. Like, so the prison. That was interesting. Cleaning windows at the prison. Inside. Not actually inside, so you gotta go in the courtyard area and like do the admin. You're still fences away from all the general population of the prison, but you are still in the prison. Now I can honestly say, oh, number 7, well done. Now I can honestly say, hearing the gates of the prison slam, that's enough for me. Like, I don't want to be the other side of those gates. I don't want to be going in that prison. I'm never no. It's not for me. You know, some people enjoy prison. Some people say, "Well, that ain't for me." It's not like you're driving down the side of the building, and it's this huge, like 7-story high. I don't know. It's a huge building, big grey thing, big old walls covered in barbed wire, and then you get round to the entrance and these big gates, and then they open, creaky gates, and then they shut behind you. A boom! It's like, wow, that is like the last thing people hear as their freedom's taken away completely. That's not for me. So yeah, cleaning windows in the prison, interesting day, way too hot for it. Um, yeah, that was my prison visit. No, it wasn't. I didn't actually go to prison. I didn't speak to anyone there, but that was my prison visit for the day. Ugh. Thing I did notice whilst I was there, and it got me thinking, right? And this was stupid thinking. This was like, so I've got nothing else to do with my time thinking. So I saw a wasp nest in the wall. And like they were climbing into a little hole in the prison wall. And I thought, they're making an escape tunnel. And then I thought about it. How long would it take for insects of some description, ants, wasps, whatever, to because they do break down concrete eventually. How long do you think it would take them to like make a big enough tunnel to escape out of? I don't know, or soften the wall. Probably a really, really long time. And like I say, I was thinking well outside of the box at this point. But yeah, I just kind of thought, that's an interesting thought. I wonder if ants could get someone out of prison, and then like if you found your own queen ant out on like the prison yard, you take it back to your cell. Would you be able to feed that colony well enough to get them to break you out of prison? Like that would be a bit obscure. Like you'd have to have good control over the ants, like Ant-Man. But you know what I mean? Like in theory, they could damage the wall because they do cause damage. We've all seen it, So yeah, like you said, I thought that was interesting. I would go for a hedgehog just because Karen, hedgehogs are awesome. Did you know in America they keep them as pets? Like we've got them over here just roaming about. Over in America they don't have them, so they're more like exotic pet. That's really weird, isn't it? Like where we have like snakes and stuff, they've got them outside. But they have, yeah. Well, can you imagine living somewhere where there's hamsters running about? I mean, Syrian hamsters come from Syria, I suppose. I don't know, but you have them as pets. It's weird, isn't it? It's like it's not weird for you, but over in the UK, it's like what you've got a hedgehog, and they're so cool and so cute. I don't like. The other day we were doing a stream with the Show Me Reptile show, and it was the Show Me Reptile show. I'm sure it was, and he showed us a hedgehog, and it was just like, wow! I don't think I've ever seen one so up close, like in the, you know what I mean? Because normally when you see them in the UK, they're running across the road and into a bush, and that's about all you see. And then you just see one like on screen, and it's little faces there. It's like, wow, that's a real life hedgehog. I don't know. Do you? I was going to ask a stupid question. Then I was going to say, do you get hedgehogs running about? But I already know that. Like, right. So here's an interesting question. You get pretty much everything running about because someone's released it. Is there any wild hedgehogs that have started to thrive in the U.S. states? That would be U.S. states. I like that. I'm going to use that more often. Um, That'd be an interesting one, just to see if there is any small populations of hedgehogs starting. Albino ones? Are we talking hedgehog? Albino hedgehogs? What? They are over here too, mate. I know many keepers. You know keepers of hedgehogs. Literally, I don't know any hedgehogs. Like, there's a farm up the road which has wallabies. They're like a small kangaroo. They're pretty cool. But that's as far as it kind of get. Have you guys ever had panthers or mountain? No, we don't get nothing like. I think we might have had a panther. Or no, the black one. Which one's the black one? I can't remember. But we've got like had a few big cats escape, I think, from like zoos and stuff. And they said that there was one roaming around Dartmoor for a while, but I don't think it really gets confirmed like properly. I think it's a lot of rumors. We don't get any kind of big predators, not that I can think of. In oh, we've just lost one of the cameras. I don't know why. I'll put that back. Hang on. That was weird. It's coming back. Coming back. And I'm just going to go with this one for now because it's doing something. Yes, okay, I'll invite. Yeah, please do invite me. Yes, used to be wolves. Yeah, we used to have wolves. Yeah, we have deer. We've got loads of deer. There's quite a good deer sanctuary up near where I live, actually. But yeah, we don't. Apart from like Ted said, wolves, but they went extinct a while back. They have thought about reintroducing them into the wild in the UK, mainly up towards Scotland, which I can't tell if that's a good idea or not. Like, why? If I end up with a wolf at my front door, I am not going to be happy. I've seen those videos with like bears and stuff in your gardens. I'm not up for that. No. Yeah, we don't got no bears. No, I think we get like wild boars. That's about it. Badgers. Do you get badgers in the States? That's one I haven't heard about. Do you get badgers? Do you know what a badger is? Believe it or not, like after I did my survival training out in the forest, I got so obsessed with badgers trying to kill me. I dyed like 2 lines into my hair and made myself look like a badger. It was a bit weird. American badgers. Now, they're not going to be proper badgers, are they? They're going to be red or something. Our badgers have like a white stripe down each side of their head that meets at their nose. And they're big, hefty, like they're the size of dogs. And when they come running at you, you hear like dum, 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 and the floor kind of shakes. Look up the right. I'm going to do that. 2 seconds. American badgers. American badger. Okay. Hang on. It's not. So yeah, they're pretty much the same, but they're more furry. Why is yours more furry? You're in a hotter environment. That's weird. Right, so if I hang on, if I UK badger. Looking up a what? Right, hang on. This is weird. Right, hang on. I'm getting up the pictures of badgers. We're gonna have to have a look at this. Right, so I'm putting. Yeah, I know you got hot and cold areas. I should have said that really. But still, come on. Right, hold on. We've got, right, so this is one of them. That's the UK badger, right? You see, it's got the nice white and it's badger-like. That's what we know as a badger, okay? Now, removing that, I'm going to put in the American badger. That's the American badger. So they're kind of slightly, they're more furry. The coloration's slightly different. It's that same kind of face, isn't it? Look at the teeth on that. My days. Now, they do get lockjaw and they are pretty scary. All badgers are scary. I wouldn't recommend having a fight with one. You'd probably lose. But honey badgers, they are the scariest badger, aren't they? God, you don't want to come up against a honey badger and tear you to pieces. Look up American badger attack. I'm going to have to do that when I'm not streaming. Because that sounds like it might not be family friendly. Or streaming friendly. No Wolverines. Again, Wolverines are insane animals. Like, we don't have anything like that. Like, you can pretty much go about most places and feel you're not going to be eaten, you know, or mauled to death, or yeah. Whereas I feel like in the States, same as Australia, you're constantly watching your back for animals. Like, I think the scariest thing I get on my island is the goats. Apart from that, we ain't got much. Yeah, foxes are probably the apex predator over here. Well done. No bison. We get cows, normal cows. Don't think we get bison. Loads of cows, loads of sheep, quite a few pigs as well. We're really good at farm animals. But yeah, not that much other stuff. Like interesting stuff. I say that there's lots of interesting animals, but you know, no massive predatory animals. Farm raised bison, but I'm not catching. I'm not counting that because they're not wild. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's it. I mean, bison. Oh, has anyone eaten bison? Like, I like some weird meats. I've had crocodile, ostrich, all sorts of stuff. Kangaroo. I mean I probably shouldn't say that because I really like kangaroos, but I'll eat anything. You know, I'll give it a go. You don't know until you tried it, and in my opinion, you can't judge something until you've tried it. You know what I mean? Grizzly bears are a big problem for you. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do with bears, right? I'd probably. How do you deal with a bear? If a bear is there, do you have to scare it? Don't you stand your ground and scare it? Just shout. Especially mothers with babies. Oh, okay. So they try and take probably because they're crying. I'm not sure, but that doesn't sound fun. Mace them, yeah, mace them, and kick them in the groin. Yeah, I don't know. Bears are not cool. I would wrestle one. I'd probably lose, but I'd give it a go. Yeah, a small one. Baby bear. I would wrestle a baby bear. We'll give it that. See, they used to use bears in the circus and stuff, and they used to do horrible things to bears, didn't they? Not cool. There is such a thing as bear spray. It burns. Okay. See, like we don't have stuff like that over here because we have no need for it. we'd probably misuse it in some way. The UK is really good at that. But yeah, we have Mace. Mace is pretty much our bear spray, I suppose. When I was in college, many years ago, we once thought about what happens if a bear gets out, and then we basically came up to the conclusion that the only way to really catch a bear is get another bear because they're strong enough to catch a bear. But then, how would your bear catch up to the other bear because the bear's going the same speed as that bear? So we decided our bear catching bear would need to be on roller skates with amazing jumping powers. But yeah, I think that's the best way to deal with bears. You guys don't. Yeah, we don't have guns. Yeah, ants and pets. I think that's the biggest difference. Is we don't have many. We do have some guns in the UK, but not many. And like, it's not easy to just go and buy a gun. Right, we get a lot of knife crime. Yeah, farmers and police, and there's like air rifles and stuff, but it's not the same as over there. Like the gun crime in America, I know we probably over glamorize it a bit over here. The media is, you know what media is like, but yeah, it is pretty insane from a UK point of view. It is crazy that you can just like you say, go into Walmart and get a gun. That's it's mad madness. I can't imagine going into Asda and getting a gun. But like I say, we have other crimes to make up for it. We have lots of knife crime and stupid crimes. Stupid people doing stupid crimes. And then we have smart people doing cool crime. A pint of milk and a semi-auto, yeah. Could you imagine that? It's such like it's weird. Like from a UK point of view, that's really weird. But from America, that's not like Texas. Like they expect you to have a gun. I don't know. That might be a bit racist. I don't know, but you know what I mean. In Texas, everyone's got a gun, from what I know of. If I'm being racist, please do tell me. I don't think I am. I don't mean to be. I have my. You've got a machine gun. That's insane. Do you have any like? Do you have a revolver? Because if I had an opportunity to get a gun, I'd probably get like a Colt or something of that description, just so I can be a cowboy. Yeah, that's pretty much as far as I go. Yeah, okay, cool. Texas, everyone's got a gun. That's all right then. It's okay to say. It's mad. It's just crazy. Like, I've shot lots of guns and stuff, but it, like I say, I've never shot a semi-automatic. Like I've played about with an MG42, and that's a machine gun from World War Two, but it's on a stand and so on, and you're not firing proper bullets or anything. It's a different experience to holding like a AK or something like that. Like it just blows my mind. Or an Uzi. It just makes me think of GTA. Like I'm guessing you have Grand Theft Auto over there in the States. It just makes me think of that. Yeah, I don't know if they'd let me into America. I haven't got like loads of like a record or anything, but I think they'd just see me coming and be like, "Nah, just go." To be fair, I don't think I could because of my bad chest. They probably won't let me fly. Going to go like, see you later, Karen. Thank you very much for signing in, and we shall speak soon. Yeah, I don't think I can fly with my health conditions. It's something I need to check out because of the pressure changes and so on. so on and so forth. And one of my lungs has actually been stuck to my rib cage via an operation. So to say, like, if that was to tear away from my ribs, I'd basically drop dead on the spot. So I don't know. I definitely need to find out from my doctors before I could fly anywhere. Otherwise, it could be a really long boat trip. If you're up for a boat trip, I'll go anywhere. As long as the boat isn't called Titanic or Titanic 2. Because I'm just not in with that, Crazy. Because they did do another Titanic. I'm sure there was another. No ship has had the name Titanic. There was one beforehand, I think. I can't remember. They're really weird with ship names because they change them about all the time, don't they? You buy your ship name as such from a registry, much like license plates. But it's very odd. You get seasick. I've been seasick a couple of times, right? But mainly because I have my protein shake, then get on a fishing boat and like sailing out to wherever we're going. I normally throw it back up, but then I'm fine for the rest of the day. It's just don't drink a protein shake and then get on a fishing boat. But I remember back when I was at school in like year 7, we did that like routine trip to France as everyone does. Almost everyone in my class or my year group was throwing up. I just sat there completely fine. But as I said in the past, the magic newspaper is the best trick for travel sickness. Sit your kid on a magic newspaper, and by the time they turn into a teenager, it's just stopped. I used to be travel sick going 10 minutes up the road, and yeah, it just stopped it. It was amazing. Excuse me and my bad chest again and again. But I am actually going to call it the end of the stream in a minute. We'll have one more duck race before we do, just because why not? So I'm setting that up now. What's a magic newspaper? Right, so it's literally just a newspaper. Like I say, basically, I would throw up after about 5 minutes in the car. And then one of my mum's friends was just said, sit him on a newspaper, whatever they said. And it's literally just the biggest white lie ever. You tell your kid, this is a magic newspaper. Whilst you're on it, you're not going to get sick. And basically, they're not sick because they've got it already in their head that they're not going to be sick in this newspaper. And they're thinking about the newspaper. Give them a sweet or something to suck at the same time as well. It works a treat. And I never went back to being travel sick. You know what I mean? I literally couldn't go 10 minutes in the car. Like 3 miles up the road there was 3 miles between where I lived and where my grandparents lived. I would throw up on the way. 3 miles. So yeah, magic newspaper, absolutely cracking. If it doesn't work, then fair enough. But it's one of those things that, it's just in the head. And if the kid's young enough or gullible enough like I was, then it works. And if it works, it's worth a try, in my opinion. Because being a parent is damn hard sometimes. Right, so we've got 5 ducks in the race. Donald Trump duck was not happy with his loss. He's back for another go. We got Superman duck, plain duck, cold hat duck, and diploma duck. Or degree student duck, we could say. I don't know. Right, let's get this race underway. Katrina, choose another number. We haven't got up to 7, I'm afraid. I think we've got 5 ducks. Right, here we go. And I will be ending the stream after this race. Excuse my cough, mainly because my cough is getting worse and worse. As you know, my chest conditions, they tend to get worse in the evenings as time gets on. I think my body just gets more tired and starts to struggle a bit more. So I need to use my inhalers and breathe. So I'll be calling it after this. But we've nearly made it to 11 o'clock, which isn't bad for a stream where it's just me. That's like nearly 2 hours you've listened to me talk. Well done to anyone that survived. Talking about survived, I nearly brought up that lung. It probably will come. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to mute it when I cough. Oh, thank you, Katrina. That's very kind of you. I have had some amazingly nice messages about these streams, actually, quite a lot lately. It's been really nice to know I'm having like a good impact on people. They're enjoying the content, and yeah, like I say, it's having a good impact. I'm just gonna cough once. Yeah, it's always nice to get these supportive messages saying that they enjoy the streams, and yeah, let's say having an impact on what is going on in their lives as such, and just a nice place to escape to, so on and so forth. Yeah, really cool messages I've been getting lately. So I want to say a massive thank you to everyone for all of that. And it is always nice as a comparison to some of the other messages I get. Um, as you know, I get quite a few other messages, we could say. It's been funny. Over the last week, I've gained something like 19 subscribers and I've lost like 21. It's really odd. Like, oh, sorry, I forgot to even announce the winner of the duck race. I just carried on talking. But yeah, it's been really odd the way I've lost loads, but I've also gained quite a few at the same time. I'm gaining them in different circles, is the thing, and I know the circle that I'm losing a lot of subscribers in, so that's not an issue. It's all expected. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it a night whilst I can still talk to you and still breathe. Ants and pets, I've been getting hate messages for quite a while. Basically, since I started my website and announced that I was going to do my Great Ant exhibition, I've been getting all sorts of messages and targeted in different ways. I get I had a fake website set up claiming that I had stole their logo and brand and so on and so forth. That's been shut down or closed now. We've had fake applications to come on the chat show so that when I message them, it makes me look stupid and so on. And I get a few hate messages. I've had people say that I'm boring and, so on and so forth. There's a lot of backstabbers in the community as such. Not in the community, there's a lot of people out there, you know what I mean. Not everyone likes the fact that I started an ant business. There seems to be a bit of jealousy. Not everyone likes the fact that I'm doing a big exhibition. It's got to be the largest ant event, ant-based event in the world ever so far. So it's it seems to have annoyed a few people, and I've been targeted all round. Yeah, doesn't matter. I'm not bothered. I carry on. I will do my thing and carry on doing it because I enjoy it. But yeah, there's been like people talking. The website is antsontherock.com. Hang on, if I put the banner up, there we go. Excuse me, coughing again. There's loads on there. Have a good look through. I'm always adding more and more and more. You'll probably just tell me there's too much on there, to be honest. But you know what I'm like. I just can't help myself sometimes. But yeah, like I've heard like all sorts of rumors go about me, and people talk about me behind my back. All sorts of stuff. Exactly, Ants and Pets. You've always been there from the start, so a massive thank you to you for that. But we know who the true friends are. You know what I mean? The good subscribers. I'm not too worried about the ones that kind of follow that trend of just stupidity, really. What I want to do is link the whole community together and get us like more recognized by the other invert communities. But these other people seem to want none of that, and they're just trying to close it down. So I don't know, I'll just carry on doing my thing, working away like I do, and I don't particularly care. It's great fun. Screw it. But anyways, let's move on from that. But you're more than, Answer Pets, you're more than welcome to message me on any of my other social medias. I'll tell you a lot more details, but I don't go into details on stream because it's just not worth the hassle, But yeah, I'm going to call it a night now whilst I can breathe and talk to you because I can feel it building in my chest and it's getting a little bit painful. So I do love you all. You've been absolutely fantastic tonight. Thank you for keeping me entertained as well. It's, these streams are not easy to keep talking for. Like, even though I plan out whatever I plan out, I normally rush through it and get it done within an hour, which I did earlier. So thank you for keeping this going. It's been great fun. Yeah, okay. Some pets, we will do that. Everyone else that I said, give me a message. I will be about till like 1, 2 o'clock this morning. That's like 2-3 hours from now. I can't remember if there was anything else I was meant to say. Check out the exhibition. Grab your tickets. Message me for your discount code. And that's about it. But as always, a massive thank you to my supporters, all of you in the community, and my Patreon supporters. We got Katrina, Stacey, and Jason. Mine went blank then. I apologize there, Jason. You're all absolutely fantastic. And thank you to Answer Us for sponsoring the streams as well. Without you all, it wouldn't be possible to keep this going. And it wouldn't be possible to get the tech guy in as fast as we are to try and help me sort out these streams because the quality is dropping and I can't explain why. The setup's not changed. If anything, the setup got better. So how odd is that? But we'll work it out. We'll get there. But I love you all. You're all absolutely fantastic. Give me a message. Post in the group. Let's see your ants. So on and so forth. Love you all. So as always from me, I'll see you again soon, Ant fans. Thank you very much for signing in.